Alrighty guys, so what is going on? This is the news from ANC. This is a breaking story. I just saw Benny Johnson talking about it. So shout outs to Benny Johnson. I gotta give props to NBC News because obviously they're the ones I'm reading this off of and I don't want to get sued someday. So I'm just gonna give props to everybody I can. This article is titled Trump Says He's Received a Target Letter from Special Counsel Jack Smith in January 6 probe. It was not immediately clear what the charges are or whether anyone else received a target letter. By Rebecca Shabbat, Dara Gregorian, sorry if I mess up your names, and Ryan J. Riley. Washington. Former President Donald Trump said Tuesday that he has been notified that he is the target of an investigation by a Washington-based grand jury examining the January 6th riot and efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Deranged Jack Smith, the prosecutor with Joe Biden's DOJ, sent a letter, again, it was a Sunday night, stating that I am a target of the January 6th grand jury investigation and giving me a very short 4 days to report to the grand jury, which almost always means an arrest and indictment. Trump posted on his Truth Social account. Yeah, that's not very long to tell somebody they have to appear. Trump said that this effectively means that he will be indicted for a third time. Trump added that he's Joe Biden's #1 political opponent, which is true, who is largely dominating him in the race for the presidency. That is true. Ron DeSantis, if you actually know the polls and don't watch CNN all the time, Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump are absolutely killing it in the primaries. There's one candidate I saw answer some questions who was really good. If you guys want to know his name, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try and find it. I don't really remember who he is right now, but I can find the interview from Tucker Carlson. I saw him on Tucker Carlson getting interviewed by political questions and the war in Ukraine and stuff. So, but I will not give my opinions on that right now because, I have mixed thoughts, and as I listen to other politicians talk about it, my thoughts change because, some things you might completely support, but then you hear somebody talk some sense into it, and then you're in the middle ground. Right now, I'm in the middle ground. Trump said his lawyers gave him the letter, which he called horrifying news for our country on Sunday night while he was with his family after attending a turning point event in West Palm Beach, Florida. Nothing like this has ever happened in our country before, or even close, Trump wrote in his lengthy statement. Doesn't seem like it. It's the first time I'm experiencing it, and the first time my family's experiencing it. And the oldest one in my family right now is like 50. My grandpa is like 70, almost 80. So, the two sources with direct knowledge of the matter confirmed to NBC News that Trump had received a target letter from Smith. The Justice Department defines a target as a person as to whom the prosecutor or the grand jury has substantial evidence linking him or her to the commission of a crime and who, in the judgment of the prosecutor, is a private defendant. The purpose of notifying the target of their status is to afford him or her an opportunity to testify before the grand jury, according to the DOJ. You know what? This shit has been going on for over a year, so I don't want to hear it. Ain't no kids gonna watch this news, so I'll curse if I want to. This stuff has been going on for a fucking year, bro. Way past a year, before I had to deal with legal matters, bro. So, this is absolutely mind-blowing to me. The fact that they say a person as to whom the prosecutor or the grand jury has substantial evidence linking him or her to the commission of a crime. Trump did not commit a crime, bro. He did not commit a crime. He didn't commit a crime. He said, respect the police, go there peacefully. And when everybody got up in arms, yeah, it took him a little minute to pull him out, but he didn't tell him to go there in the first place. So it shouldn't have been his job. It was supposed to be the people's job. And we have evidence of all this stuff, bro. I don't want to hear it. Don't make me pull out the cards and the stuff that I know. This video is going to be too long. Let's keep going. Trump allies blasted the news and maintained Smith's probe and otherwise as politically motivated. Of course they are. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Republican for California, blasted the news that Trump had received a target letter as an example of weaponized government, while Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's awesome, Republican Georgia, I saw her on Benny Johnson, called it absolute bull crap. The White House declined comment on the letter. Smith, appointed as special counsel by Attorney General Merrick Garland in November, has led a strong investigation in the almost 8 months since. Smith secured an indictment before a Florida grand jury last month, charging Trump with 37 counts in connection with his handling of classified documents and alleged efforts to obstruct that investigation. The charges in that case include making false statements conspiracy to obstruct justice, and willful retention of national defense information related to the more than 100 classified documents that were recovered from his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida last year. According to the indictment, Trump pleaded not guilty and has repeatedly denied wrongdoing because he hasn't done any. Court records in that case show Trump was sent a target letter on May 19th, about 3 weeks before he was indicted. His co-defendant, Walt Nauta, I hope that's how I say your name, was sent a target letter on May 24th. Lawyers for Smith, Trump, and Nauta, who has also pleaded not guilty, are expected to appear at a hearing in the documents case in Fort Pierce, Florida, on Tuesday afternoon, where they are expected to discuss a trial date and issues about how to handle classified material. The former president, meanwhile, is scheduled to participate in a town hall in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with Fox News' Sean Hannity later Tuesday. The event is set to air at 9 p.m. ET. Of course, Sean Hannity is going to be the one. I'm pretty sure Sean Hannity was the one at the 2020 election, or the 2016 election with fucking Trump and Hillary Clinton. So, a possible indictment charging Trump in the election probe comes after a House Select Committee created by Democrats when they held the majority control of the chamber last year. So they had to do that. They rushed that just because they knew they were going to lose the majority of the House. That means that this majority of the House should be able to dismantle that House committee, I believe. They should just be able to get rid of it. Investigated the former president's role in the riot. Days after the attack, because of course people are going to be jealous and bitter when they lose the House and they're going to attack people. Days after the attack, the House impeached Trump for the second time for incitement of insurrection. The Senate later acquitted him because Democrats fell 10 votes short in securing enough Republican votes to join them. In addition to the documents case, Trump was separately charged in early April by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg for 34 felony counts of falsifying business records related to his role in hush money payments toward the end of his 2016 presidential campaign. He pleaded not guilty. He also faces a criminal investigation in Georgia related to the 2020 election. All these are fake news and fraud. My boy Trump is my boy. I'm going to defend him no matter what. I've seen the evidence. I've seen everything. Let's not talk about this. We might talk about it in a later video, but not right now. I would have to actually sit down, make that video, and talk about it on Talking Points. Probably get my video editing software to add some stupid memes of these stupid politicians that are charging these people and poop on, Alvin Bragg and what was that other guy's stupid name? I don't know. We'll do Sean Hannity. All that other stuff. Anyway, guys, this has already been an 8-minute video because I've just gone on some tangents, so I'm sorry about that, but that was the news for right now. I check the news like every couple hours, so I'm always seeing new shit going on. I wanted to cover a 2-year-old that was washed away in a Pennsylvania flood, which I felt really bad for right away. I live in Pennsylvania, and I know the rain was bad. So I pray for the mother of that incident, even though she probably won't see this, and it's not related to the thing that happened, so sorry, boys. Anyway, I want y'all to like and favorite if you enjoyed. Put it on a playlist, share the video, with your friends, and, just tell people how much bullshit this is and how much they should get behind Mr. Trump. Because I disagree with a couple things Mr. Trump did during his presidency. Trust me, I'm not one of those full-fledged Trump supporters, but I still am a Trump supporter because he was a good president. I'm not going to lie. He did one thing I didn't like. That's it. One thing. And everybody's going to do at least one thing you don't like. So, peace.